Good morning, YouTubers and YouTuberettes. It's early morning, well, past 10, and I know I look like a complete mess, which I'm always a complete mess and I'm still in my PJs. Well, according to it, it's loungewear. It's kind of like pajamas only, but you can walk outside the door with it, which, like hell I'm gonna do that. And sure, I wear trousers underneath it, so because there are times I can't be bothered to change out of my pajamas. But that's not here, but that's not what I'm making this video about. My video is about my review of the new trailer of the Suicide Squad. I was sitting there in my corner sofa with my new Samsung Galaxy A3 phone. Yeah, it's my brand new phone. I had to get a new one because I broke my last one, and I love this one so much better. The HD is great. The sound system is great, and finally I got a flash on my phone because the last phone I had no flash, and that's why I mostly do most of my pictures and upload them on Twitter or Facebook through under a light bulb or outside. But now this time this has better HD colouring and it has an excellent flash, and I really love my phone. And as you can see, who I have on my wallpaper, and that is the beautiful, ignore that, that is the beautiful Ronda from the UFC, one of the best UFC fighters that I've watched on TV. And she studies judo, which well, to be honest, she's a flippin' goddess to me. Who can not be that attracted to a sexy beast like that? I mean, seriously. Well, we'll get to her some other day. So, the Suicide Squad. So, I'm sitting on my corner sofa with my Galaxy A3 phone, which I love, by the way. I sat down and watched the video. Like I said in my last video, I don't do reactions anymore because the way I'm doing it, it's not really my strong suit and it's not really my calling. And it took me a couple of days to realise that I made a fair choice. But to be honest, in my last video, I got a comment from one of my schoolmates that I haven't spoken to in a long time. He goes by the name of Eddie, I think it's Eddie, and he tells me that not to give up, which of course I won't. That's why I'm trying to continue blogs, and I have decided what my next impersonation video is going to be. I'm not going to tell you yet, but let's just say it involves a Twinkie. And if you guess what that is, I will definitely give you a shout out in my next video, and having a fantastic guess, which I highly doubt it won't be less. It'll be so many guesses when it comes to involving a Twinkie. Which of course there might be some videos that involve the Twinkie, or maybe it's just one, well, or whatever. So, sat down, watched the Suicide Squad, and to be honest, the Bohemian Rhapsody music, don't get me wrong, Queen is one of the awesomest bands I've ever listened to. It's because of Bohemian Rhapsody I watched Wayne's World. Or is that the other way around? It's because of Wayne's World I like Bohemian Rhapsody, or it's because of Bohemian Rhapsody I like Wayne's World? Well, with Kiss, it's because of Bill and Ted I started liking Kiss, because God gave rock and roll. It always puts me in a good mood. When it comes to, that's the thing about music, that music is like your own personal psychologist. You put on your music, you feel bad, and then when you put on a bit of music, you get cheered up in the end before you even walk through your door again. You walk through your door and you realise, what am I upset about? Then you realise you don't remember and you don't care. So, the Bohemian Rhapsody song, it kind of ruined it. I think it would have been better if they said, you know, at the start of the chorus, is this the real life or is this just fantasy? They could have left it at that part. And then that's when they start rolling in with the heavy metal. Now, don't get me wrong with Will Smith, he does look really badass. I mean, of all the films you've seen him in, involving like action comedy, sci-fi comedy, like real proper movies, you know, something that can really get emotional with, like the movie he did with his son for the first time. I can't mind the name of the movie, but I have it all pictured in my head, where he walks around with his son and he's basically sleeping and living in the streets until one day he finally gets a proper job that he can stick with. And I had no idea that Will Smith can do that kind of commitment. And of all the movies that I've seen him do throughout the years, and most importantly Independence Day, which frankly sucks that he's not in, but it's awesome that his son is in it. But I don't know, in the Independence Day story, is it his stepson or is it actually his son's son? Which I don't know for sure yet, but in any way. Will Smith looks very, very badass in the video. I mean, he looks awesome in the Deadshot gear, but the mask, it's a really dead put off, because I mean, in the comics, his outfit, the mask matches his uniform, and I think he has the wee, the big red eye that helps him focus with his targets and helps him never miss. I think it's meant to be in the other eye or not. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna have to look at the comics and all, and I'm really not that thrilled what they've done with Killer Croc. It is awesome that they're actually giving Killer Croc a chance, but he wasn't really part of the Suicide Squad, I think. But at the same time, I'm really disappointed the way that they done him. He looks more human with scaly skin condition type of character. We all know that in the comics, in the cartoon, Killer Croc is human-sized, crocodile skin, mutant wrestler. But in the comics and the video games, we all know he's this big, huge, walking pile of crocodile that just wants to grab you and eat you and bit the living crap out of you just for fun. Like they've done with the Batman. He comes out of the bayou and he's this human, walking, talking crocodile with the tail accessory. Yeah. I'm really not that thrilled what they've done with Killer Croc. They made him human rather than the actual Killer Croc that we all know about. And I'm a wee bit okay with Harley Quinn, but I don't like the way they're changing her colour. Like, her traditional colour is black and red, and now they're giving her red and blue, which a couple of years ago I went to see Batman Live. They did the exact same thing with that Harley Quinn, which I'm not really happy about, but I loved the Batman Live Joker. But the funniest thing is, I was only 3 rows behind, but I don't know how I managed to see it, but I saw the outlining of his prosthetic fake chin. That the Joker has a really tight butthole chin in some comics. And Kitana looks really amazing. Looks nearly exactly the same as Arrow's Katana, which of course she'll be making an appearance on, but that will be a video for another time, because I've seen a twist in the trailer which I'm happy and not happy about. But we'll get to that some other day. I'll probably make a talk about that later on today, or possibly later on tonight, because sometimes I do blogs at night, but this time I'm doing a blog today for a change, during the daytime. And I don't know the other characters' names, apart from Captain Boomerang. I've seen this actor in multiple occasions, like Spartacus Season 1. He's the curly blonde haired guy who's a close personal friend of Spartacus until he died, which was unfortunate. And then that's when he was in I, Frankenstein, which his character was pretty badass, but I hated him at the same time. And then he was in that movie with Tom Cruise. Like I said before, I'm terrible with names. And he was in Die Hard, the latest Die Hard film, which I hear it wasn't that good. And of course he was in the rebooted prequel of Terminator, as in Terminator Genesis, which, in my opinion, that Terminator, they should have left it at that instead of Terminator 4 and 5. Don't get me wrong, Terminator 5 was interesting. At least they should have shown us what's happening. But with Terminator 3, I'm not too thrilled about. But we're not talking about Terminator, we're talking about Suicide Squad. So in the story, Amanda Waller, who looks amazing by the way, is looking for a team to do something incredibly dangerous, because in the story, I think it has involvement with the Joker, because you can see the Joker on multiple occasions. And no offense to the guy, he's a really good singer, a really good actor, and I really love that music video that he done, which was a revamped music video reboot of The Shining, which I really enjoyed. I really liked it. But I think his performance as the Joker, but I haven't really seen him in his full performance, but I heard his laugh and it just didn't fit Joker. I'm like, no. And what drew them to give the Joker tattoos? Well, I understand why he has the fake teeth in the front, because in the comics, Batman does knock his teeth out. So that's explainable. And there's rumours and theories going that this Joker is not the Joker that we all think. It could be Jason Todd. because as you can see in Batman vs Superman, in the Batcave where it gets reopened, he looks at the a stand of the Robin's uniform, which looks absolutely amazing. And the Joker spray painted something on it. I didn't actually read it properly. So around that point, it must be some kind of Easter egg that there's going to be a flashback happening around that. And with Will Smith and Ben Affleck, they're actually thinking about doing a Batman movie together, which is Batman and Deadshot, because it's about time they're starting to do more than just the characters that we already know about. Because I mean, the first two different Batman films had the Joker in it. And then they had the Penguin, they had Catwoman, then they had Riddler and Two-Face, Poison Ivy, Victor Freeze, Bane, and Ra's al Ghul. Liam Neeson did a fantastic job as Ra's al Ghul, because that just fitted. Liam Neeson just fitted the role really awesomely. And it's a shame that he wasn't the Ra's al Ghul for Arrow, because I heard that he wanted the role, and I'm like thinking, if Liam Neeson is going to show up on Arrow Season 3 as Ra's al Ghul, that would be the most excellent series. Don't get me wrong, it still is, but it's not really my favourite series because it just screamed Batman. That season just screamed Batman on me. Even though they keep bringing in Batman characters for the Arrow, which is fine, because there are times villains do try other heroes to see who do you think I can take down quicker, because we know that Deadshot and Deathstroke try to get their hands on the Batman and they always fail at the end. Because I mean, look how many times that Batman took down Deadshot in the Batman games, and the fight with him and Deathstroke in Batman Origins, my favourite level. And let's see, then they brought the Joker again in the Dark Knight, and they brought back Two-Face again, and then with Dark Knight Rises they brought back Bane again, but this time not so steroidal, cocktail pumped luchador wrestler. He was more than a mercenary who's just out to get the Batman and destroy the city and finish Ra's al Ghul's work. And an animated series and animated movies, they bring on all cartoon characters, because yeah, okay, we can just get voices for the character. They don't really care what they look like. So it's about time that they're actually giving other villains a chance, because there was a point made that Scarecrow wasn't given enough credit and enough screen time towards the Dark Knight series. I mean, first, he was one of the second villains for Ra's al Ghul. He played the Scarecrow, and then you see him like one cameo in the Dark Knight, and him as a judge in the Dark Knight Rises, and I'm like, okay, you are doing the sentences. Instead of saying death or exile, why don't you just walk up to him, put your Scarecrow mask on, spray the fear toxin on them, and watch them run through the icy waters and see what will happen to them. That would be even better. And there was another point proven. Whoop. Sorry, I'm next to the TV. No, not the Penguin. Scarecrow and Poison Ivy will be awesome working together. Because I mean, think about it. Her mutant plants and her pheromones mixed together with Scarecrow's fear toxin. I mean, think about how much horror and terror and chaos they would make together. I mean, that would have been amazing. And with the Suicide Squad, I've seen all the other characters and their abilities. Even the guy with the tattoos, he's some sort of fire starter. And the girl who likes getting all black and dirty, she's kind of like a possessed witch or something. And we all know who Captain Batarang is, we all know who Deadshot is, and we all know who Harley Quinn is, and Killer Croc is. And Kitana, who still looks amazingly awesome, because you mean, if you're creating Kitana, you can't have Kitana without the signature mask with the diamond on the forehead. You just can't have that without it. And still, to be honest, I'm really not thrilled with the new Joker. I have nothing against the actor, but the way they done him just made him look like he's from another planet. You know, like say like with a Flash from Earth 2. He kind of looks like a Joker that just came out and say, okay, I don't care what they think of me, I'm just going to dress what I usually dress. But the point is, yes, the Joker would say that, but I don't really see the Joker wearing those kind of clothes, looking like a disco pimp gangster. The Joker is very a complicated guy. He's mad in the head, he did stand-up comedy, he had a girlfriend and he had a baby on the way, and we all know how that ended. And then he impersonated the Red Hood, and then that's when he fell into the vat of toxic waste and transformed into the Joker. But in his point of view, Batman threw him in. But everyone knows he fell in. and then the whole story with him and Jason Todd, and then Jason Todd becomes the new Red Hood. But in video game terms, he becomes the Dark Knight, and then he becomes the Red Hood, which which was a very awesome character for Jason Todd. I mean, the Arkham Knight was a very awesome character. But I'm still really looking forward to seeing the Suicide Squad, because I've seen the animation of the Suicide Squad, and now on August, 7 months away, and I hope it's around my birthday, because if it's around my birthday, because I love seeing movies on my birthday, it's a really big deal for me, because I mean, I saw both Expendables on my birthday, and I see a lot of cool movies on my birthday, or I even do awesome things on my birthday. See if a movie came out on DVD or on cinema, I go on my birthday, or if not, if it's out on DVD, I just sit down on my corner sofa and watch it. And sometimes, on your birthday, you do like to swallow yourself, but that's beside the point. Well, I still am looking forward to seeing the Suicide Squad, and I can't wait to see Batman vs Superman, so we can see Easter eggs through Suicide Squad and Batman vs Superman that connects to the Suicide Squad and future movies involving those two particular characters, involving Joker and Harley Quinn, maybe. And if Will Smith and Ben Affleck are doing a Batman movie together, I can't wait to see that, and I can't wait to see how his Will Smith's performance towards Deadshot, if they're keeping it well into the character, even though his origin is basically in the comics, and now Deadshot is a wee bit different. But in my opinion, what they should have done, as of Stephen Amell, he did a really excellent point, that he was really annoyed that Grant Gustin didn't get the role for the Flash movie, because I mean, in his first year of the Flash, he nailed it, and now there's going to be a Flash movie and he's not involved in, he's not the Flash. That's just plain ridiculous and stupid. It would have been better if he had the series Flash into the Flash movie, and then they would have kept the original actor of Roy Lawton from Arrow to be in Suicide Squad, because I mean, he looked awesome, and the way he done his mark by putting names of tattoos on himself. Some people would have thought at the beginning, okay, that seems a wee bit weird, seeing Deadshot do that. But I love the fact that how he got the red eye, which is where he got the arrow through his eye, which of course everybody thought that killed him. It's like, okay, first episode in and he gets killed off really quick. But I really enjoyed his performance, especially he had his very own flashback. He came back from the service, he meets his daughter for the first time, and then he starts having problems, and then that's when he gets arrested. He doesn't see his daughter anymore, and he did his final act of redemption by making sure the Suicide Squad gets out of the building, and he sacrifices himself to make sure that everybody's safe, and that's just a big shot of redemption for that. He did that, for all the crap that he's done in his life, because sometimes when you're doing the service, you get a lot of stress, and then it does take its toll on you, which I've seen on multiple occasions on documentaries, TV shows, movies. I've seen it all happen, not personally, but through screen. Well, here's my blog for today of my opinions and outside opinions of the Suicide Squad, and all the actors and the origins and the backstories and the plots and the costumes, and my opinion on the actors. I think I already said that. But until then, I am Connor, CEO, wishing you a very happy good morning. Well, yeah, it's still morning. It's probably 10:30 by now. So I'm Connor, CEO. So YouTubers and YouTuberettes, stop staying on the computers. Get rid of your flipping phone and get out there. Probably some of you have work, or some of you just don't want to get off your lazy asses. But instead, just enjoy your day, find yourself something to do, and just get out there. Don't sit at home, be don't be doing that. Sure, you can do that in your own spare time, but once it comes to either an excellent day or you're getting really bored at home, just get off your ass, get changed, get out that door and do something. Do something for the day to help you burn off time, to help you to help you get towards to the goal you want to do. As in later on tonight, I will be doing another video, or maybe I won't. And I'd like to send a very huge apology. I said on Saturday that I was going to do a video, but unfortunately that had to get cancelled because there were a lot of details that need to be sorted out first. So I will get a message or a phone call or a Facebook status that when I can start making that wee video. So at least I have a new impersonation video I will have planned out. I just have to sort it out a little bit and get the props going, because I really do want to start using props and start working more in my impersonations. And I will be doing really good reenactments. I just need to find the right time and the right place. And I did say I'm going to do some Friends reenactments, which I'm looking forward to doing. So until then, YouTubers and YouTuberettes, good morning and signing out.